Good morning. On Monday, it's a brand new week, it's a brand new waffle, it's the same old me. Oh, I am very, very tired. I had a weird night's sleep last night. I've had several broken nights for various reasons, which I spoke about at the end of last week's waffle. And then, of course, the end of last week's waffle was yesterday evening, and then I went to bed, and then I had another weird night's sleep. I had a very vivid dream, which involved a close friend who shall rename nameless, for good God. I shall not name anybody. Who shall remain nameless because she's a real life friend, and I don't think she would ever do in real life what happened in my dream. But it involved a very close friend hurting my feelings very badly. So that was, I woke up feeling a bit kind of like, oh, that was unpleasant. And then I went back to sleep. Then I was awake for a while, and then I went back to sleep fitfully. And yeah, just a bad night's sleep. I was going to say when the alarm went off at 8 o'clock, but it wasn't the alarm that went off at 8 o'clock, it was Bella. Bella went off at 8 o'clock because somebody walked past the house. Bella went, and I jumped out my skin. So not only did I have a poor night's sleep when I was woken, it was just as well she did wake me because it was 8 o'clock. And I needed to be awake for work, but when she did wake me, I was woken very suddenly, you know, when you're startled into wakefulness, which doesn't feel great either. All in all, I feel a bit like a run out dishcloth this morning, but we move, we go to work, we get on with it. So I'm working today, I'm off tomorrow, I'm working Wednesday, I'm off Thursday, Friday, I'm working Saturday, I'm off Sunday. So I'm on, off all week this week. I can't decide what I prefer. If you have all of your days that you work in a block, then you have all of your days off in a block, and that's lovely because it feels like you've got ages off. But if you have, but it does mean that your days are working in a block, and by the third or fourth day I'm like, oh God, there's so much stuff I need to do at home because everything else falls behind. You're wonking, behave yourselves. If I have all my working days on, off, then I get more done in between, but I don't ever feel like I have proper rest because I do a day at work, and then I do a day of busy, and then I do a day of work, and a day of busy, and so it's difficult to work out which is best. I suppose the ideal situation would be live a life of Riley, have all the money you want in the world, be able to do whatever you want, and not have to go to work. And somebody said to me, oh, you'd be bored, wouldn't you? I was like, I would not be bored. I would not be bored because I would have all the money to do all the things that I can't do. So I would, yeah. People are bored because they haven't got anything to do. Well, if you've got the money, you can do a lot more things. And I would have fun with my money. And I don't mean pointless fun. I think I've said this before. I don't mean pointless fun. I mean secret millionaire kind of fun, helping people without them knowing kind of fun, making people's lives better in small ways without them realising. Something I've always thought would be a great fun thing to do, and I apologise if I've said this before on a vlog, would be like if you had loads and loads of, if you were a millionaire, you could go to somewhere like Curry's, couldn't you? And you could say, everyone who comes in for a washing machine today, it's free. Everyone gets a free washing machine today. Because I feel like washing machines, for example, are things that you don't often replace for the fun of it. You might replace your washing machine without needing to if you were having a new kitchen fitted and you were going to have an integrated appliance or whatever. But as a general rule, you don't replace your washing machine until you need a new one. And frequently, when you need a new one, comes at the worst possible time money-wise, doesn't it? As always in life, all the crises seem to come along at once. So I feel like people who are buying a washing machine are doing it because they're having a minor crisis at that moment, and you could relieve their stress, that kind of thing. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? And I don't want to be, it's not that I want to be able to hand something, look, here is your washing machine, you must thank me. I wouldn't tell them it was me. It would just be like, you know, oh, good news, today all the washing machines are free, you know. And I suppose you'd have to do it so that they were told that don't go away and tell everybody that all the washing machines are free, because if you do that, suddenly Curry's will be out of washing machines in one day and you won't be able to help the people who need it. I don't know. I haven't ironed out the small print because it isn't actually happening. I'm not winning the lottery anytime soon because I don't even play the lottery. But you get my drift. What I'm saying is, when people say you'd be bored, if you're bored, it's because you're not out there making the world a better place with the excess money you've got. I wonder if Elon Musk gets bored. Isn't he the richest man in the world now? I think he is. I'm not sure he's got the kind of brain that gets bored anyway. He's an odd man. I'm not sure he's got a brain. He might be a robot. This has gone. I don't know how we got to here. We got to here from me going that I'd rather not have to go to work, but then wouldn't we all? And with that said, I'm going to work. £5 for every book I read in 2026. I have just finished a book called Evidence. Pretty sure it's called Evidence, and now I'm doubting myself. I'm sure it's called Evidence. I've read it on my Kindle, which means you don't see the cover so often, by Anthony Lang. It's a golden age of crime murder. It was okay. I didn't love any of the characters. I didn't bond with it. I didn't particularly enjoy the detective very much. I thought he was a bit annoying. I didn't care about the murdered victim. I didn't care about the guy they were trying to... Basically, the premise was that somebody got convicted or was arrested for a crime and they were going to prove that it wasn't him. I didn't care much whether they proved it or not. Didn't like him. But anyway, I finished it. But it was well written, but I didn't really much care about it. So there we go. That's another £5 into my £5 for every book I've read this year challenge. And now I have to focus on parcels. So I have sold. Firstly, I've done a boo-boo somewhere because I have sold 2 of these and I only have 1. Don't know how I've done it. This happens more and more frequently in recent times with eBay, and I don't know if it's because I am less good at doing stuff, whether my brain is letting me down and I'm making boo-boos, or whether eBay is making boo-boos on my behalf and I'm blaming myself. I'm not sure which. But it's more and more frequent that eBay is saying I've got a quantity of more than 1 of something, and it turns out when I go to pack it, I've only got 1 left. I think it's the auto relist feature. When your listing comes to an end, eBay automatically relists it for you, and I think it relists it at the original amount you had. So if you had 2 and you sold 1, when it relists it as 2. I think that's what it's done to me yet again on this. So this is the one that I have, and I've messaged the guy and said that I do not have a second one. He's bought 2. Do not have a second one, but I'd be willing to upgrade him to this one free of charge, which is a much more expensive one. So I'm just waiting to hear back from him. I have also sold... Hello, Molly. Molly's just come in from a walk. I have also sold a set of 4 ceramic doorknobs that came from the car boot sale in a pile of stuff from Steve. They've gone for £17.99 plus postage. Jing. I've sold a plastic Kellogg cereal bowl, £4.50 plus postage. I have sold a bundle of 3 brass photo frames for £13 plus post. I have sold a jigsaw, which is in the loft. I've got to go and get that. I've sold a Zara top for £7 plus post. My clothing sales have floated through the floor. I've sold Paddington, he's in the loft. This pair of Crime Classics books have gone for £4.50 plus post. A box that's got 39 Sugarcraft and cookie cutters in there. That's gone for £11.24. I've sold Arnold the Kipling Monkey. He's in the loft. I've got to go and get him. I have sold the last one of my cross-stitch kits. They're good for £2.99 free post. At this point, I don't think I'm making any money on those. I think they're gone. I think anything I had on that is long gone. I've sold the Slim World Extra Easy book for £4.19. That's gone to one of you guys. Thank you, Deborah. And I have sold a Jules Riviera print dress for £12.41. So my focus now has to be getting these parcels done, and then my next absolute focus has to be tidying this room because it's a hellhole again. parcels are done, but the next stage in getting this room tidy is either recording that video or listing those 2 bags. I don't feel like I've got enough brain to record that video tonight, so I think we're going to sit and list these 2 bags and see how that goes. But I'm going to do that in my bed. I'm going to go down and find something to eat first, then I'm going to get into bed and list. I'm halfway. This bit's done. This bit's getting done. Halfway there. Oh, we're halfway there. There we go, we are done. We've got 16 drafts done. They just need photographing in the morning, and hopefully I'll get up and get that done and then get this bag at least out of the house tomorrow. That bag is all breakables. I'll maybe deal with that maybe tomorrow morning. We'll see how I feel when I wake up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey look, rough as all get out. I am extremely tired and I don't know why. It is 2:20 on Tuesday and it's the first time I've spoken to you guys. Not deliberately really. I got up this morning and was pootling around getting stuff done. And then we had to go and pick up Natalie's nan at 11:30. Sorry, that's not me, that's the guy who's just parked extremely close next to me in his posh Beamer. And now he's looking at me in a kind of, oh, don't hit my posh Beamer kind of way. Well, you parked there, mate. You should have looked at my rattle trap and thought, she doesn't look like she cares about her car. Right, where was I? Yeah, we had to pick up Natalie's nan at 11:30 because we have been and picked up Natalie's car. So we went to look at it in last week's vlog, you'll have seen that. And we decided that yes, it was an absolute steal at that price, and that was the price the lady wanted for it. She was quite happy with the money. We were delighted. So we thought it would be silly to not jump on that opportunity for now while we had the chance. But the lady was a friend of Natalie's nan's, and so we couldn't go without her really because she didn't know us from a hole in the road. So we picked her up and then we went for lunch at the cafe that she likes to go to, and I didn't record in there because it's quite loud and there was a lot of people. And then we went to pick up the car and I didn't record that because of the lady not knowing, again, who I was from a hole in the road, and she might not have wanted to be randomly on video. And also because we were in there doing the paper, in her house doing the paperwork for the car and stuff like that, you know. And then Tammy and Natalie have gone home because obviously Tammy had to drive the car home because Natalie can't drive it yet because A, she hasn't passed her test, and B, she hasn't got her learner's insurance on it yet. So Tammy had to come because she's insured to drive. So she had to drive it home, and I've been to Home Bargains where I have spent £38 on one carrier bag full of shopping. I nearly died. So I'm going to go home and record a video about that because I'm just sheer outrage about the prices these days. And then I suddenly thought I haven't even said good morning to the waffle, or good afternoon, or good evening, or good night. I'm on the evening dog walk and it's grocery bingo tonight. So to be honest, I sometimes think there are days when I shouldn't bother recording because nothing interesting happened, and then I realised that interesting things did happen but I didn't record them for whatever reason. And then I find that this video is just me talking at you in the car. I'm on my way home now, and when I get home I have to, like I said, I'll record this video. I still haven't recorded the car boot haul yet from Sunday, and something else. Oh, I've got to do the Happy Mail. I've got to do the Happy Mail today as well, so that's nice at least. Right, I'll see you at home in a bit. Tracy's here for grocery bingo. You just missed her doing a striptease. Look. That would have got some viewers on my channel. We've got no Tams in tonight. She's off sick. She's sent in her sick note. Tams has got horrible headache, so I've got Debbie and Debs and that over there.
Darcy, that over there.
I forgot your name.
Well, it's because I've got like 6, so pick one of the 6 for you.
Which one are you going by tonight?
Ed.
Nat's on her way out. She's going to drama. Tracy's here. Tina's here. Tina's got Darcy, whether she likes it or not. Look.
I got Basil.
Wish me luck. It's late and I was about to go to bed. And then I remembered I still haven't done the Happy Mail. So I've just pulled a random name out of the box and it's Alison Landers. Alison Landers. So let's have a look. I'll find her email and we'll see what she said. Alison. It's too late for me to type in straight lines. Alison Landers. Okay, so she says she's 56, mother of 2 daughters and 2, soon to be 3 young grandchildren. Lives alone now. She's on a weight loss journey, but she hates the phrase, don't we all? Lost just under a stone in 10 weeks. Well done. That was back in January, so she's probably done even better than that now. Sorry, I've got the varifocals on. I'm trying to read on the screen. Rheumatoid arthritis. She likes card making, reading and swimming. Favourite colour is purple, not keen on yellow. She loves Christmas and dogs. Although she doesn't have a dog at the moment after losing a dog in 2024. Okay, let me see what I can find in my box of tricks. I'll be back. I have got, firstly, another one of those really nice little metal key rings. Told you I was tired. Bookmarks. This one says, to be continued. So nice one of those. I really like these. They're very simple. Then I've got this. Now, when this arrived, I was a bit put out by the size of it because it says it's a book, a little book bag for you to put the book that you're currently reading in. I can't get it open, bear with. This is impossible to get into. I'm so sleepy. Right, I've done a snip. So it's a zippered pouch for you to put your current book in, and it says on it bookshop. Quite a nice design. But it's quite big. I suppose if you're reading a hardback book, you might slip that in there, mightn't you? But anyway, that's what that is. It's a book for you to put your book in, to put it in your bag or whatever. So I'll fold that over like that. And then I've also got a little collection of crafting materials and stickers and things. So there's some sticky ribbons in there. There's various bits and bobs. Also, some of it is a bit Christmassy. I suppose we're a bit out of season for Christmassy stuff, really. But there's a fair few bits and bobs in there for card making. I've never done card making. I don't know what people use and what they don't. A little collection of crafty oddments in there. So I'm going to send her that as well, and then perhaps she can use that in her card making endeavours. And I've got one of my cards to send. Just got to stay awake long enough to write this, and then I can crash out. I've got work tomorrow. I'm very sleepy. Right. I'm not gonna film me writing this card. You've seen me squiggling plenty of times, but I'm gonna write this card out to Ali now. Okay, card is written with a couple of terrible writing errors that I've had to write. I'm sorry about this, my brain is asleep and I can't write straight. And because Ali says her favourite colour is purple, I'm gonna wrap her gifts up in purple tissue paper. And I found a purple mailing bag as well. It's a purple extravaganza. Just need to get her posting sticker on it. Posting sticker, good God. Postage label on there. And that's Happy Mail done for this week. All done. Bedtime. Good night. Good morning. Just a very brief hello this morning as I am off to work. Blinded by the light. It is actually a bright sunny morning, having rained most of the night. I am leaving dead on school time. As always. I would like to get myself organised to the point where I leave about 5 minutes earlier, and I think it would make a difference. But organisation in recent years is not my strong point. Anyway, I have nothing to tell you that I didn't tell you last night, apart from the fact that I'm going to work, and I'll see you this evening. Oh, you're very bleary. Have you been drinking? It's a very nice evening. So much so that I left for work without my coat on. It's possibly not quite that nice. There was more of a wind than I anticipated when I came out of work, so I was like, oh, a bit chilly after all. But it is a nice evening. I've just been to the parcel shop to collect 2 parcels. One bigger than the other, both containing bras amongst other things. Or at least one contains bras. One's definitely bras. The small one, this is bras. This is from Simply Be, and this is glamorized bras, which is one of the ones that people have been recommending. So I've had so many recommendations. Some of them I've already tried, some of them I'm still working through. But so now I've got the glamorized bra to try, and in the other bag for Yours Clothing, what did I order from them? I don't know. I know I fell into their sale. I fell into their sale section. So we'll have a look later on. We've got to go home. I've got to go home. You haven't got to come with me. In fact, there's 13,000 of you, so we'd be a bit overcrowded. I've got to go home and walk the dogs. And then after that I shall be able to try on my clothes. Dog walk first, try on afterwards. And I don't know what else this evening. We did go and get Natalie's car. I think I told you that. So the waffles got up this morning, and obviously people are looking at last week's waffle and saying, oh, did you buy the car? And we did, but that's in this week's waffle, so you don't know that yet, but you will know that by the time you see this bit, if you see what I mean. And I don't know whether Natalie wants to try and have a little drive tonight. She's insured to lure on it. The L plates should have been delivered today while I was out, because I forgot to buy those in Home Bargains yesterday. So they should have been delivered today while I'm out. And if they have been delivered, then we can put the L plates on and go out tonight after she finishes work if she wants to. But it will be her first ever time driving in the dark, and I don't know if she's confident doing that with me or whether she'd rather wait and do that for the first time with an instructor. So we'll see how she feels. I always said that I would not teach my children to drive myself because I am not one of life's natural teachers. But now that she's had quite a few lessons and is confident in where the controls of the car are and things like that, I'd be quite happy to take her out for a bit of practice. Obviously only on, you know, very quiet bits or whatever. But the fact that she's got the learner's insurance means we're not just stuck with car parks, which obviously back in the day when I was a girl, when God was still in primary school, you could only drive on private land if you hadn't got past your test. So I don't think learner's insurance even existed yet. I don't know. But yeah, so she has that. We did that yesterday. We're all legal and above board. To be able to take her out to practice, I have to hold a full UK licence and be over 21. And the full UK licence, not a problem. And the over 21 also considerably not a problem anymore. Very far over. So I'm a bit hyper this evening. I think it's the sunshine. The sunshine has hyped me right up. Off we go. Come on, wagon train. Oh my life, look how much he's platted you. You're a liability, Ted. You platted everybody right up. Come on. Dear, oh dear. Ted, you got Darcy's leg. You're right, Darcy. Hang on. Hold on. I'm free you now. Okay, let's have a look in my parcels. Oh, that glare's terrible, isn't it? I'll stand in front of it. This one, then, as I said, is definitely from Simply Be. And I have ordered 2 of the glamorized bras that have been very much recommended by you guys. I will try them on upstairs because trying things on the front room is very weird. Trying bras on the front room is weird. So there's 2 of those in there. In my Yours parcel there is a jumper. So I tried on a cream jumper that I got from Vinted a couple of weeks ago, and some of you guys said it looks fine, but I was not happy with how snug it was. I saw this one and it's reduced. It's almost now not jumper season, but this one was reduced to 15 quid. So I thought I would try this one from Yours Clothing. And it's a V-neck, which usually suits me better. So we'll try that on upstairs in a minute. I say we, but mostly me. And then 2 more lots of bras, but these are underwired. They were reduced in the sale, so I thought I would try them. They are wired bras. I've had Yours Clothing wired bras before. These ones appealed because they're pink leopard print. This is a grey and blue set, and they mostly appealed because they were reduced. And then the last item is a pair of summer trousers, which I don't think these were reduced. I think I just really liked them. Late night shopping. They are cottony linen blend, a wide layer. You can't see a damn thing with that light behind me, can you? I'll go upstairs and try them on in a minute. Quick mention before I go upstairs of these cubes, which I have been using to freeze portions of food. So I made that massive bolognese the other night. I froze it into these, and each brick makes a portion to take to work. Hang on while I get some gloves. I used to freeze all the portions in individual bags, but you can't keep the bags afterwards because they're so stained, and I felt like I was wasting a lot of plastic bags. So this should be a way of cutting down on the waste of plastic bags. So I've got one big Ziploc bag that they'll all go into. I also froze the other night some leftover spaghetti. I don't know how well that's going to go. I've never frozen spaghetti before. I don't know whether that'll be a success or not. I've frozen bolognese a lot of times. So it will come out in a brick like that, and that'll be a portion of bolognese. If I take it to work like that, by lunchtime when I want to eat it, it's defrosted. So I'm going to unmould these now and put them in there so that the moulds can go in the dishwasher and be clean to use again for something else tomorrow or another day or whenever. So that one bolognese that I made the other night, it was massive. I used a big pack of mince, which was expensive, which is why I wanted to make sure I used it well. I used 3 peppers, half a bag of frozen diced onion, and half a punnet of mushrooms and a couple of carrots that I diced. I diced all those things very small using the new chopper that I had from Costco. Made an enormous bolognese, and it fed me, Tammy and Anthony with quite a decent sized portion the other night. I had a portion the next day. This is so cold. I had a portion the next day to take to work. And then it's made 8 of these brick sized portions as well. Oh, my hands are freezing. So that one bolognese has made 8, 9, 10, 12 meals. So yeah, this would be a small portion from the point of view of a man's meal. If you were going to give that to like a bloke for dinner, you'd probably want 2 of those. But for lunch for me for work, it's ample. And that'll all go into one Ziploc bag, be labelled up, go in the freezer, and I can grab a block out whenever I want one. And it'll save down on the plastic. Sorry, that's Molly shoving her bowl around. How well this will go, I do not know. How well frozen blocks of spaghetti will work. No idea. It's frozen okay, but whether it will defrost well, I don't know. I mean, you can buy frozen ready meals with pasta in, so it's not like I'm the first person in the world to ever freeze pasta, is it? No idea. Need a different bag for those. Okay, Google, stop. Don't really need to bother labelling those. It's very plain what they are. But I do need to label this. It'll have to go in the outside freezer though, because there's no room in there. Can't be bothered to reorganise the freezer. It'll have to go in the outside one for now. I can also reuse these because they're not too soiled. Obviously if I use them for minging jobs then they go in the bin, but these are fine. I'll just wash them and reuse them. Here we are again then with bras. What have we done with the bag? Here it is. Okay, so I've got 2 sets that have wires. I think I've got 2 different sizes because I bought whatever was available in the sale. So I think I've got a 44 double D. Yeah, a 44 double D and a 46E. Who knows whether that will work or not. But let's try the glamorised ones. These have been recommended by several of you, the glamorised ones. They're both the same size, so I only need to open and try one on. I'll try on the pale green. We'll leave the blue sealed, and then if they're no good, that one can go back because it'll be sealed, won't it? I mean, they can both go back, but there's no point unsealing them both, is what I mean. Okay. Well, they're up. They're a bit pointy out to the sides. I don't know if you're quite getting the shape that they kind of although they join in the middle, the points are very out there, which I'm not used to, and I think I possibly needed to lengthen the straps a bit. Hang on. Of everything I've tried on so far, I'm going to lower you very slightly. I've just realised you're a little bit high. I've just scratched myself. Of everything I've tried on so far, I think this is most it. We've still got a bit of droop, but I'm contained. All of me is in the bra. It feels comfortable. The strap feels very wide, and yet it's not wider than the ones I've just taken off. I think it's just a different feeling. I do look flat when I look down again. There's no roundness, but there's no roundness to my boobs. I was talking about it with Caroline. If you don't have any roundness to your boobs, can you even create that with a bra without having a shaped cup and a wired underneath? This is certainly one of the better that I've tried on. I think the cup size is okay. But there is that flattening effect. I think the problem is that a lot of large sizes are minimiser bras. Well, the way they minimise is by pushing them down. And I was like, well, I don't know. I don't want them flattened. As I keep on bashing on about, I don't want them flattened. I think this might be, I mean, it's a bit Madonna-y, isn't it? I'm a bit pointy. But it might be the best yet. Is it the right size? Is it the right shape? Should they be pointing in that direction? I feel like my nipples are pointing over there. And nothing I do changes it, so this is the Glamorize, recommended by a lot of you. I think it's probably the best yet. Let me know what you think. I've definitely got some uplift, even though I'm flat down. Maybe I just need to get used to looking down and seeing the flat slope. I'll try on one of the underwired ones. Well, this isn't any good, is it? Oh, I mean, they're up there. They're on a shelf. They give me the shape I want, but there's so much overspill. This is a 44 double D. Plainly, this is not the one. It's a shame because I really like the pink leopard print and it wasn't available in the pink leopard print in a bigger size. The straps are very narrow and I can feel them cutting in. So, obviously they're expecting the underwire to do a lot of the work, but the straps are really pulling on the shoulders, and there's a lot of overspill and overhang. This is not the one. This is not it. And so much the other way that you could get somebody else in here with me. So this is, excuse the dog, somebody's at the door, but it's only the Amazon driver. The others were 44 double D. This is a 46E, so it's a size bigger on the back, much more comfortable, very stretchy, but the cup is absolutely vast. I only went up, this is the same company, the same place. I went up one size in the cup, one size on the back, and look at it. This is very frustrating. And also yours clothing. This is stupid. The two bras that came in the twin pack are fastened together. Yeah, one of the frustrating things is buying two bras from the same company and discovering they're so completely different size-wise. This is not just one cup difference, is it? Look at that. I don't think you can get the full benefit, but I could get both boobs in one cup. So these are going back as well. Oh, I put my own bra back on. I'm quite happy with the shape that these give. I'm quite happy with everything about them, apart from the fact that the underwires keep coming through. They're not very well made quality-wise, and the underwires keep coming through and poking me under the arm. But I put this back on to try on the jumper. It's actually far too warm to be trying on jumpers, so this will be a very quick try on indeed before I pass out. It's a very warm jumper and I probably bought it at completely the wrong end of the season. Well, I definitely have. But I like it a lot better than the other one I bought the other week from Vinted. It's just a little bit less clingy. The other one was very clingy, and I just prefer the shape. It is all very well for people to say, oh no, you don't need baggy, you should show off those curves. But if you are not comfortable in what you're wearing, if you feel that what you're wearing isn't right, you won't be happy. So it's no good you guys saying to me, oh, I think it looks okay. If I put it on and I go, I don't like it, there's no point you trying to persuade me I should. But I do like this one. And some of you are going to say, it's too big, it's too big. That's how I want it. I want it big and baggy. That's what I want from a jumper. I want to feel like I'm cozy and I can do that in it. I don't want to be like, eh. I'm not going to try on the trousers because I am going to try on the trousers, but I'll have to put you down a bit so you'll be able to see them. Oh, these are fab. They are very lightweight. I'm sure you can't see them properly after all. They're a black trouser. Very lightweight, very wide leg. Very summery. They're going to be great for holidays. They're a long length. I put you on the floor. You have to excuse all the dog toys and junk behind me. But you can probably see, you can see the ankle width there on my laundry basket as well. So very wide, but nice and long. So yes, these are excellent. And they have pockets, pockety, pockety, pockety. They did have these in, I think, white or cream or beige. They're beige and blue, I think, as well. I will link the clothes I bought below, although I don't know if they'll be in stock because, like I said, this was reduced for starters. And it's not affiliate links because I don't work with these people, but I'll link them below for you anyway. Good morning on Thursday. It is 10 to 9 and I've been awake for several hours. I have listed everything in that bag, everything in this bag, and I'm just finishing on these bits here. When I say listed, obviously I mean drafted because photographs still have to be done. Oh, I've got 1 week to go before my haircut and I'm fighting the urge to cut my own fringe again because look at it. So yeah, I'm going to get up in a minute and do photographs to go with these listings because we want to take the stuff to the unit later today, and we're seeing Mum today. So Natalie's going off on a driving lesson in a minute, and then we're going off to Mum's when she gets back. I'm thinking I might make a 14-hour-long compilation video of me messing with my fringe. Let me know what you think. 36 drafts done this morning with the 15 or 16 or whatever it was I did the other day. Means I've now got over 50 that need photographing. It is 9:20. I need to get up and get dressed. I need to wrap my mum's Mother's Day gifts. And I've got 2 lots of £5 to put into my tin for books I've finished because I've just completed Pride and Prejudice on audiobook. And I've also just completed another one. I'll show you that in a second. It's over there. So 2 £5 notes to go into my £5 for every book I read this year tin. Quite a few in there now. One would be Pride and Prejudice. Just put that one in for Pride and Prejudice. Just listen to that on audio. But I say just. I've been listening to that on audiobook over the last 2 weeks or so. I listen to it in the car. I listen to it in the kitchen when I'm cooking. I listen to it when I'm listing. So I've got through that fairly quickly. It's not the first time, obviously, that I've read Pride and Prejudice. I think it's probably my 4th or 5th time. But it's the first time I've done the entire thing on audiobook. And then also this one. The Appeal by Janice Hallett. I think this was possibly sent to me by a viewer. I don't know. I may have bought it. I'm not sure. It was written in a very different style to how I normally read. I read a lot of vintage crime, golden age of crime mysteries, Agatha Christie kind of era. I read a lot of stuff for that. This is a more modern one, but also it's written as a series of communications. So it follows an email trail between suspects of a murder. So it's basically the case is presented by a QC to his law students as a series of emails and messages, and they have to uncover what's happened. It was very enjoyable. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It was completely different to how I expected. I did spot from the very beginning one of the crimes that was taking place, but I think you were meant to. I don't think I spotted the murderer. I think I followed all of the red herrings that were laid for me. I think I fell for all of them as I went along. I don't think I spotted the murderer until right, probably just before the reveal. Yeah, so I did enjoy it. It was, like I said, it's Janice Hallett, The Appeal. The blurb says, there is a mystery to solve in the small town of Lockwood. It starts with the arrival of 2 secretive newcomers and ends with a tragic death. Roderick Tanner QC has assigned law students Charlotte and Femi to the case. Someone has already been sent to prison for murder, but he suspects they are innocent and that far darker secrets have yet to be revealed. Throughout the Amateur Dramatic Society disastrous staging of All My Sons and the shady charity appeal for a little girl's medical treatment, the murderer hid in plain sight. Will Charlotte and Femi solve the case? Will you? I can't honestly say that I solved the case as early as I ought to have done, but there's my £5 going into my tin. I now need to wrap my mum's Mother's Day gift, and I've got a mug to wrap for one of you guys that's sold. And then if I've got time, I need to get some eBay photographs done before we leave for Mum's, but I am cutting it fine for time because I think we're leaving in about an hour. I cut that slightly too small. We'll have to go diagonal. There's a handy tip for you. If you cut a piece of paper slightly too small, turn your item diagonally and you will find that you have enough paper after all. And that nearly rhymed. I'm a poet and I do not know it. Only I'm saying I do. I bought my mum a Mother's Day card and I'm not sure where I've put it. I have it. I got her Happy Mother's Day from your favourite child because I am her only child. Mother's Day card, Molly, you can't write. Helpful as you are. I've never shared the words favourite child and thought, well, that must be me. Right, that's that done. Okay, have I got time? Oh, I've got to do that. I've got to do that mug. I nearly didn't do the mug. This is the problem. I put the gift wrap on top of the mug and then nearly forgot about it entirely. Okay. So this is going out to Lisa. Lisa contacted me after my car boot sale haul and said she really wanted the Mary Poppins mug. All I've got to do is get it to her in one piece. What is going on with my tape dispenser? It has dispensed itself into a knot. Okay, this bag is coming to the unit. This bag is going to the loft. This bag is coming to my mum's and the parcel shop. This stuff is not yet photographed. That stuff is not yet listed. That's not yet listed. 10 to 11. I've done 3 days work already. Right, off to Mother's. Just before we leave for Mum's, parcel has arrived. I had a message from one of you guys saying, remember I showed you my quiche dish? And I said, oh look, I've had it my whole life. I've had it ever since I've had a house. I've had this quiche dish and now it's chipped. And I was a bit, oh, I was a bit sad. One of you messaged me and said, I've got the exact same one. I don't want it. Would you like it? And has very kindly sent it to me. So look at that. How fab is that? Thank you so much, Donna. There is a card. She says, hi Carla, I hope it has reached you in one piece. It has indeed. Excellent bit of packaging there. I packed it the best I could. Love your channel. Keep up the good work. Wishing you a lovely day. All the best. Take care, Donna. How nice is that and how kind is that to think of me? And look, packaging. You know I love some packaging. Wonderful. Thank you very much. I will message you. By now I will have, by the time you see this, I will have messaged you to thank you anyway. Who are you shopping for? Who are you shopping for?
Well,
one of your granddogs.
now this is me and prices, right? This one's £4.
Yeah.
The one that I like is £5.
Yeah.
Which one should I choose?
Well, if you save that £1, you'd only squander it on milk or bananas or something.
Which of these two would my favourite dog?
I think your favourite dog will probably like either of them. If I were buying them, I'd be more likely to buy this one because this stuff comes off into strings and they tend to walk around with it caught in their teeth.
Yeah.
So we don't buy them very many rope
Nowhere
toys
near
anymore.
as nice, and it's only £1 less.
Yeah, we don't buy rope toys anymore because they can get them caught in their teeth. So, honourable mention. I think they've had one of those. I think they've had one of those before. I have an issue that I need to raise on camera with my mother.
Right.
Last week in the Waffle, when we got out of, we were sitting outside Sainsbury's and you had been for a wander around the shops with Tammy.
Yeah.
And you said these words, I nearly bought a bed. And I spoke over the top of you and didn't even realise you'd said it. And it wasn't until the editing process it was in there. Now everybody wants to know how you nearly bought a bed, don't you? It's been mentioned several times. Your mother said she nearly bought a bed.
I haven't got a clue. The only thing I can think of was that I said I nearly bought a bed so I could lie down in it.
I see. Because everybody was like, your mum said she nearly bought a bed. And I was like, I missed that completely. So you didn't actually nearly buy a bed then? You didn't nearly come strolling back to the car with a double bed over your shoulder like...
No.
No, okay.
I nearly bought a bed so I could lay down in it, I think.
Fair enough. There we go, that's that mystery cleared up. Now that I've just put fuel in and stood in a gale to do it, I nearly got blown inside out.
Yeah, my hair's all a mess, man.
It's 14 degrees according to the temperature gauge in my car.
Quite warm.
It feels like minus 14. The wind is absolutely freezing. And I've got to go and walk the dogs. I'll be flying them like kites on the end of the lead.
Yeah.
It really is a windy day. I don't know if you can get the full benefit. You can probably hear it even if you can't see it. Hi babies. Come on, Bella, this way. Ted, I'm afraid, is still not enforced. walks, lead walks. He has broken our trust. Very much broken our trust. I've got to get this dog walk done. And then we need to go to the unit. We're going to go to the unit in Natalie's car, which I am insured to drive before anybody panics. Go to the unit in Natalie's car, and then after that we're going to go to somewhere where she can practice a little bit of driving around, because it'll be the first time she's driven her car. So we need to be on a... Even though I said we could drive on public roads in it because we are insured, she will still feel more confident if she's on private land. It's too windy to talk to you guys. Right, I'm sitting under the dodgy creaky tree, so if it falls on me, you're my witnesses. As I was saying, although she's insured to drive it on the road, she has never driven this car yet. So plainly, we're not going to just go straight out on the road with her in a car that she's not driven. We're going to go somewhere where there's a lot of space and not a lot of other vehicles, so she can get to grips with the controls and learn how to drive it before she even attempts roads. But we've got to go to the unit anyway, so unit first. I think she's putting the recycling out while I'm out with the dogs, which is always easier. Putting the recycling out is always easier if the dogs aren't there, because you go in and out the front door several times with various receptacles, and every time you go out you have to try and make sure they're not coming out with you, particularly young Tedwood on the end of this rope. Oh, it is surprisingly cold. It's that cold wind. It's not a cold day. It's 14 degrees, I think. Did I say this already this morning? I think I did. I think I just repeated myself. I've been cold all day and I'm tired. I think I started work very early. I started work at 6 o'clock this morning. I was determined to wake up and get listing and get stuff done, and I did get stuff done. But it does mean that when you start work at 6, by 4, like, that's been a long day already. And I've got videos I need to record tomorrow because I've been putting them off as usual. So tomorrow we'll be recording videos, and then Saturday I'm working, and Sunday is Mother's Day. I took Mum's Mother's Day gifts over today. I said to her, I don't know whether we'll see you Sunday or not. I have no idea how the day's going to pan out. But I've left it like that for now. I took her gifts so that even if I didn't get over there, she's still got them. She goes to church, and it depends on whether her plans for the day will gel with the spare time or whatever. We'll see. We will see. And then next Wednesday is my haircut. Oh God, it can't come soon enough. Look at it.
We are in my car.
Show them your magic 8-ball.
I have a magic 8-ball for my revs. That's my magic
so the revs
rev
are up there in a little counter on their own, like they were added as an after effect. Oh, we haven't put the rev counter on. Where should we put it? Stick it on the dash.
But this is my car. It's very tidy and clean and very good condition. This is my mother.
Hi. I told them we were going to go to the unit, and then we're going to go somewhere where you can drive for a bit.
Yeah, I haven't driven this one yet, so we got insurance sorted the other day. Couldn't drive it yesterday because I was at work. But yes, that's where we're going.
Unit trip.
Completed it, mate.
Completed it, mate. Job. Good driving?
Yes. Broke your key.
I didn't even notice. I've broken my case. We've been round and round the car park several times. She hasn't hit anything. There was a pothole, but to be fair, if I'd been driving, I'd have driven into the pothole as well, because it's dark and you couldn't see it. Yeah, she's doing okay. She's learning where the bite point is.
You're aware the tree is.
Maybe it isn't with us. Maybe that's not what I
I don't
heard.
see it in the road either.
We thought there was a long twig, and then after we'd driven past it, I thought I could hear it dragging along behind us, but it doesn't seem to be stuck under the car, so maybe not.
I'm quite far forward in this case, but other than that, I'm good.
What do you think?
Brum. I like it. It's just very different to my learner car.
It is very different to the learner car, obviously, and I've got no visor mirror, which makes it difficult from the point of view of keeping an eye out all around. So I think we might get
Yeah.
So I think we might get one of those, just so that if I am out with her, I've got full visual.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're doing okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Bright lights.
Bright light, mod line.
It's 10:15 and I'm late out with these dogs because about 8 o'clock I thought, right, I'll get up and take the dogs out. And then I didn't. And then about half an hour later it started raining, and I was like, damn it, I've missed my moment. I should have gone when I had the chance. I sort of thought, wait for the rain to stop, and it rained until about 9:30. And I thought, oh, it's brightening up a bit. I'll go now. And then Anthony came in for a chat, so I didn't. And now I'm out with him and it's raining again. And it's horrible. Sideways rain with a really cold wind. I should have put my bigger coat on. I'm flipping freezing. Hopefully they won't want to stay out long in this.
12 seconds later.
And now it's a hailstorm. It's a flipping hailstorm. Darcy and Bella are like, absolutely not. We're under the tree with you, Mum. Those two muppets are out there enjoying it. It's horrible. Darcy, show us your face. Darcy. Not happy, no? Deeply, deeply displeased. Have you gone to sleep, Ted?
He loves being towel dried.
Dear, oh dear.
I got you.
Who's going to towel dry Mum? Because Mum got very wet. Mum's on her own, isn't she? It's 3:10. I have achieved precisely half of one video instead of the 3 that I needed to do. I need to sort my bedroom out. I can't do the next video until my bedroom's sorted, but I don't know if I can do the next video even after my bedroom's sorted because I don't know how I'll feel. But I'm going to sort my bedroom out anyway. First things first, I need to strip the bed, put my duvet into its cover because my duvet is currently on top of its cover. So let's get that sorted. And you know what makes this better? Echo, play Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Paradise by the Dashboard Light by Meatloaf from C45.
Echo, volume up. Echo, volume up. Looking any better than you did. Oh, it's cold and lonely and the deep down about it. We were doubly blessed. And it's 17, we never felt so right. I gotta know right now, baby, baby, let me sleep on it. I gotta know right now. I couldn't take it any longer. I swore I was crazy when the... Okay, Echo, stop. One track, one bed. Just let it. Who was that? Tommy Cooper. Just let it. Right. Right. Cold and lonely in the deep dark night. Paradise by the dashboard light. I bought 2 new nighties yesterday. Black with yellow spots and yellow with black spots, which I wore last night. £10 each in Sainsbury's or 2 for £16. I like them. I think they're probably playing havoc with the camera, but I was very pleased. £10 each or 2 for 16 quid. They had pyjamas, but they only had my size in the pyjama top. They had sold out of my size in the bottoms, which was pants. And also, annoyingly, they sell the pyjamas and tops and bottoms separately, as you can tell by the fact that they sold out of my size. I don't think they should do that. I think it's rubbish when they do that. I think they should sell it as a set. And they use the excuse, well, some people only wear pyjama bottoms. Well, that's their problem. What happens then? Do you just end up with a tank load of spare tops left over in the shop, I mean? Right. Okay. I think my next thing actually is to photograph this lot and then it can get out of the way. I think that's next, for which I need you. Well, I did get my video recorded as well as get my photography done, so I feel like I've achieved something. If you like my new top, watch out for an upcoming Pure Plus haul. I've now got a pot of, what the heck am I trying to say? I've got a prawn salad. That's going to be, it's 4:30. We had breakfast at 10ish, so I suppose, well, maybe 11ish, so I don't know what it is. I don't know what meal I'm calling it. I'm going to eat it anyway. And then we're picking up Tamsin at 5:15 for bingo. Well,
That was great.
guess how much we won between 3 of us? Tamsin won £20. The rest of us won sweet knack all.
I won nothing.
We're just not very good at this. Good evening on Saturday. Now, far be it for me to suggest that I am living under a curse of any kind, but every single day this week that I've had a day off, it's been a rubbish day. Every day that I've been to work has been a gorgeous day. I've been at work all day today and it's been gorgeous. I've just left work and it started raining on me the second I set out the door. Only a few spots, but even so, I'm like, really? What am I now? Calamity James? Do you remember him? I think he was in, one of the comics, Beano or Dandy or something. Calamity James, and he had his own little rain cloud that went everywhere with him. He was under a permanent rain cloud. Starting to think I'm Calamity Carla under my permanent rain cloud, because it's been a lovely day. It's just been a gorgeous day through the window, and I come out and I'm like, it's barely raining on me. I'm on my way home. I am baking this evening for Tracy for bingo. I'm going to mention this out loud. I've already said it in my comments. So a couple of people have said that they think, some people have said it nicely, some people said it not so nicely. So this is more of a response to the people who said it nicely, because the people who said it not so nicely can sod off essentially. But to the people who said it nicely, who said that baking, people shouldn't be asking me to bake for them, because if I have a food problem, then it's not fair to ask me to bake because I'm bound to be tempted. The plus side of baking for others is that I'm not tempted to eat things I bake for them, because if somebody asks me for 12 muffins, I can hardly hand them 11. If somebody asks me for a cake, I can hardly hand them it with a slice cut out. So actually, if I bake for others, it doesn't tempt me in the slightest. It enables me to do one of my great pleasures in life. I enjoy baking it, so it enables me to do that without actually the temptation of eating it. It's when I bake for us that it's a problem. When I bake for the family, then I eat it. So what I'm doing more of at the moment is baking for other people instead of myself, and that seems to work better. So that's the nice response to the people who mentioned it nicely. And for those of you who don't seem to be able to just be polite or keep your unasked for opinions to yourself, well, I think I've already made myself fairly clear on how I feel about that. Fairly clear. It is raining. Why does it always rain on me? I don't think I did anything naughty when I was 17. What's the next one? Is it because I lied when I was 17? I wonder what he lied about. Does it go on in the song to say? Is it because I lied when I was 17? I don't think it says in the song what he lied about when he was 17, and now I want to know. Why does it always rain on me? I'm going to have to go look at the lyrics and see if it does actually say. 3 magpies in the tree. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl. Well, I am a girl. Oh, I will address as well, while I'm on the subject, people have asked quite a lot recently about who Lexi is and who Freya is, and although I think I've replied to everyone who's asked, I'll say it out loud again just for anyone who's missed it. They are the daughters of Natalie's friend. Natalie has been in their life since they were tiny. She is like an auntie to them. They don't have any aunties, and she is like an auntie to them and loves them like their family, and therefore by default I also love them like their family. And they are the closest thing to grandchildren that I currently have, because Anthony does not intend to have a family. Natalie says that she doesn't know if she wants a family, and she's certainly not eager to make it happen. If it happens, it happens, but she's not bothered if it doesn't. So Freya and Lexi may be the only closest things to grandchildren I ever have, and therefore that's why you may see me treat them as such. And I think that one of the questions is why do I take them so many places? Mainly for my own convenience in some ways. So why do I take Lexi to school in the morning? Because if I pick her up from her drama group, which I do because her mum doesn't have a car. Her mum doesn't have a car, so she can't drive to pick her up. So when Lexi wanted to do this drama group, I committed to picking her up. Otherwise she wasn't going to be able to do it. I said, okay, that's fine, because Natalie wants to go back to the drama group as well, so that's fine, I'll pick you both up. Once Natalie learns to drive, once Natalie passes her test, she'll do her own driving. But I said I'd pick her both up. And sometimes it is more convenient for me for her to come back and stay at ours, and for me to take her to school the next morning, than it is for me to take her home at night. Sometimes. So that's also, some of the questions are really quite invasively curious. Is that a polite way of putting it? I don't know why. I don't really know why I bother to be polite when other people don't bother to be polite to me. But yeah, sometimes I think, so, yeah, there's a question. Who is this person to you? That's perfectly reasonable. If you're new to my channel and you don't know who people are, then it makes sense that you would ask, well, who's that? I'm trying, I'm just trying to build the picture, aren't you? But then there are some other questions that are not politely phrased and also quite invasive, and also a question that you probably wouldn't ask someone to their face, because they would tell you quite plainly and straight up, mind your own business. Now, I try not to be rude to people unless they are rude to me first, and I try to give people the benefit of the doubt and assume that perhaps you were rude and you didn't mean to be. And I have been known to ask people in comments, am I reading you correctly? Are you trying to be rude? Sometimes it's really obvious. I've gone off on very much a ramble, and in the rambling I have managed to get home. So I'm going to get out of the car. That's what I'm going to do. Tammy's parked over the road and I do not know why. Oh, though Anthony was clearing the driveway earlier on, so perhaps she couldn't get on the driveway when she came home. Right, let's go in. That dirty grey cloud that appeared over my head as soon as I came out into the real world. Right, Tracy's baking is nearly done. I thought I'd show you what Anthony's done while I was at work today. Anthony's spent his day sorting the garden out. So you probably haven't seen it recently because I've not been showing people because it's been an absolute state. But he's basically cleared all of the rubbish, the table, weeded some of the pots. Sorry, that's the oven timer. He's got rid of the old barbecue. He's cleared out some of my flower bed. He has tidied up all the grass area. We still need to deal with this, but we're not sure what we're going to do about that yet. Maybe we just stack it and make it into a raised pot area. He's done some stuff in his pond. It is all looking, there's still a lot of balls everywhere, but that's the dogs. It's all looking so much tidier out here. And I didn't realise, but my little daffs have bloomed. So yeah, this is how he spent his day. It was a nice day. As you can see, it has rained this evening, but it was a nice day and he's spent it working in the garden. So happy Mother's Day for tomorrow for me. I really should remember to take my makeup off before I get in the shower. Anyway, I have, as you can see, had a shower. And my hair feels much better. I'm so looking forward to getting it cut. Where are we now? Today's Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days. 4 days. It's 20 to 9. It feels about 20 past midnight. I'm going to dry my hair, watch Death in Paradise, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning on Sunday. It is Mother's Day in the UK. I have had flowers from my children and cards, and I have one of my children with me in the passenger seat. And we are going to the car boot sale, and it's Anthony, by the way. We're going to the car boot sale and then we're going out for breakfast. Natalie's not able to join us as she has to go to work today. But I think, well, I know the plan is to pick up Natalie from work later and go and see my mother, so. I'm a bit late, aren't we? It's 8:30 already, but I think it just took a long time to get out of the house this morning. It took me a long time to get moving. I was not moving well this morning at all. But yeah, we're off to the car boot sale. Got to get Josh in the vlog because everybody thinks he's dead. Tell him you're not dead, Josh.
Nah.
Everybody says we haven't seen Josh for ages. There you go, he's still around.
You've fallen out, obviously.
Yeah, fallen out. But no, Josh is fine. Josh is fine. Tell him what you're doing today, Josh.
Cooking for everyone.
Cooking for
I've got
6 people in a house with no chairs.
It's bring your own chair, not bring your own drink. Just bring your own chair.
So yeah, basically he's invited his mum and the family round for Mother's Day lunch, which he's going to cook. But he said to them they've all got to bring their own chair.
I've got a table, just no chair.
Parade of people coming up your path and all carrying a chair each. Oh.
It's quite fair. I cook, they bring a chair.
Yes, it's reasonable. And then do they have to leave the chair behind? You end up richer to the tune of 6 chairs.
I don't want that chair.
Oh, I brought it back to my car because there's a massive bag of paper in the car for him that I've been driving around for God knows how long. So,
Your VC is free.
he's giving away all his stuff, that bloke behind us.
It's all a load of junk.
Oh, massive bag of newspaper. Yeah, don't take me Pepsi Max, that's my lifeblood. Natalie's asked us to get her a refillable milkshake at the Two Bros machine with the bottle we had last time. I've no idea what I meant to be doing. Please make a choice. Milkshake, salted caramel, large bottle. Pay the amount on the reader. Processing, you have paid. Insert cup bottle. Close the door, press here to fill. Don't know if you guys actually see that because the mist's on the glass. I don't know how much you guys can actually see. I have overflowed it slightly. Right, where did I put the lid? Put the lid in my pocket. There we go, unsalted caramel milkshake for that. Somebody's on our table, aren't they, Bella? So you can't sit in your normal spot. Bella come to Bacon House, she sits in the same table every time. She couldn't sit there today. Happy Mother's Day to me. I'm going to my unit. I've only got 2 things to pick up, but since we're here, it seems silly not to. That's it, that's all I had to pick up. I've got this and 2 other things that I've sold at home to post. Actually, might be 1 other thing. And that's it. It's going to be a very low down parceling, isn't it? I have a problem area in my kitchen, which you guys have probably noticed before. It is this corner of my worktop. It is what is commonly known in fly lady terms as a hot spot, which means the bit where all the junk gets dumped and it just gathers and accumulates and gets worse and worse and worse, and it drives me bloody bonkers. I picked this up at the car boot sale this morning. Now don't get me wrong, the key to having less stuff is to get rid of some stuff, but perhaps this just isn't working for us, so I thought I'd have a bit of a brutal clear out, get rid of some of this junk and sort this corner out. That's my plan. Some of it is just stuff that ought to be in a cupboard and isn't. Some of it is stuff that I already decluttered once but didn't actually leave the house, I just decluttered it to a different corner. That doesn't count, by the way, for decluttering purposes. Still far from perfect, but it's better than it was. These, which I found, are to hold that curtain down at the sides, and I'm glad I found them because it's been flapping all over the place. Conked out. I've washed the kitchen floor twice because the first time the water came out filthy, so I washed it again. And now I've just conked out for a bit. I was going to go upstairs and do some listing or some editing or something. I've decided I can't face any of it, so I'm just not. I'm just not gonna. Instead, I'm going to watch The Other Bennett Sister. It says episode 1, 30 minutes. I don't know if there's more episodes available. I didn't notice that. I've surprised me mother on Mother's Day Eve. You are surprised, aren't you?
I am
Just,
surprised.
just slightly flabbergasted about
Yeah.
surprise.
Well, at this time of night on a Sunday, I'm like,
It's only 6:30. It's 6:30. It's
Don't let her make you believe that we've got her.
only just getting dark out there.
I'm very wound down by a.
Oh, should we go away again?
No.
Nat's putting a reed diffuser together. Aunt's here. He's taking Bella out to the garden.
That is a million.
Model your new coat for my vlog. Here she is coming down the catwalk. What did you say? You wanted to go for something that wasn't navy or black for a change?
Yeah, I did,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we've gone for something in a summery lightweight cotton fabric, showing all kinds of ankle, as they say on Big Bang Theory. It does look nice. It's a pretty colour. Don't fall over.
I did.
It's a pretty colour. Yeah, very summery. All we need now is the weather to go with it. So I got Nat a present today at the car boot sale, something that she's been mentioning for a long time that she wanted. I spotted one. I thought, okay, maybe. And before I show you it, I would just like to say thank you for watching this week's waffle. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I wish you all a peaceful night, of which something tells me I shall not be getting one.
You want to try? Watch. This.
Good night.